What's up, Relentless? Welcome to our online experience. Hi, I'm Leary. We got some exciting things for you. We got brand new bumper videos, we got student testimonies, we got new bumper videos, and we saved the best for last. What we got for you is
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you vital information regarding the current pandemic. Good evening, I'm Rebecca Sherman.
And I'm Mark Abad. We come to you live with the latest and greatest safety precautions you can take, guaranteeing you and your loved ones stay Rona-free. First and foremost, sanitize and disinfect.
Yes, Mark, it's so important to nip those nasty germs in the bud. And here are a few important things that we recommend you sanitize and disinfect in order to prevent the spread of COVID-19.
Your hands.
Your plants.
Your pets.
Your food.
Your playing cards.
Your chair.
Your friends.
The possibilities are literally endless.
You can never be too safe.
That's right.
Hi, my name's Elizabeth and I'm a senior in high school. Breakthrough was my first ever Relentless event that I attended. This meant that I was walking in with no friends and I was super vulnerable. But the fire I had to meet with God and for Him to meet with me didn't let the fear faze me. Monday morning minister was begging us to have an encounter with God, but not just any encounter with God, a power encounter with God, which is totally different. And that just made me want to run up and shake him and say, please, please, pray for me, help me receive, give me the answers, please, I need it so badly. And so at the very end, whenever he was giving an altar call, he said, anybody who wants to be baptized with speaking in tongues or prophecy, please come up, and more so, of course. And I ran straight up to the front. I wanted that so badly, to meet with Christ and for Him to meet with me. As it says in Matthew 7:7, ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find. So while minister was praying to me, he put his hand on my head and he said, you know the voice of God. Sing the song that God has put on your heart. Next thing I knew, I was on the floor and I felt like my face was melting off. It honestly felt like somebody took a hammer to my head. I left feeling like I had a concussion, when really that was just the power of God. I heard Him say to me, Elizabeth, you will speak to people, you will preach the gospel, and your voice will echo to thousands upon. And for a while, I'd actually been speaking over myself that I'm not gonna talk to anybody, I'm not gonna be in front of a crowd, I'm actually gonna stay behind the shadows, I'm gonna go deep under where nobody can find me, and somehow I'll still preach the gospel. No. Those were not His plans for me. He wanted me up at the forefront. And, in that vulnerable place, He really met me. Not only did He met me, but He shook me, and I was never the same again. And during this time of quarantine and the coronavirus, we feel like sometimes we have to go to church or we have to be in a safer place for Christ to meet us, when that's really not the situation. God met me in a place where I was so vulnerable, wherever I was so uncomfortable, and He shook me. He shook me to my core, and He aligned my path straight, and He spoke to me so clearly. And so I really encourage you guys to, in this time of quarantine, He will find you in your quiet place. Seek Him and He will find you. He will find you and He will speak to you. Thank you guys. Bye.
Hi, I'm Rusty. I'm a senior, and I'm here to share my testimony about how camp was and how I got touched by God. And so, the first day I got here, I didn't expect a lot. I expected not a lot of people, and I expected it to be boring. And then as service went on, it was boring, and then we started worshiping, and then I started raising my hands to God, and I just started praying, and I told Him, I'm open to you, God. I'm open to you. You're the only one that's here for me. And as the minister walked up and asked for people, whoever needed prayer, I was one of the first ones to walk up and just say, and tell God that I'm here and I'm open for you. And then as I was praying, as I lifted my hands up, Minister Jeremy came around, and when he touched me, I just felt a whole weight lifted off of my whole body, and I just had a tingly feeling in my body, and I never had it before, and I don't know if it was the presence of God, but I'm pretty sure there was something there, because I got to release a lot of stuff that I couldn't release for a long time. And so I just wanted to say, God is the only person that you can mess up so hard on and do so much bad stuff and so much wrong, that He'll be there for you with His arms open for you no matter what. And I just ask you to give your time into God and just show God that you want Him, and He'll be there for you. So thank you.
We interrupt you a second time with yet another tip to protect you from the Rona. The second tip: cover your cough.
Now, we know the obvious ways that you can cover your cough, such as using your sleeve, or perhaps your elbow, or maybe even a napkin. But what do we do, Mark, when those things are not readily available?
What do we do?
Well, I'm about to tell you. You can use someone else's sleeve.
Someone else's hands.
Your friend's hair.
Your money.
Your shoe.
Your pet.
It may feel extreme, but we assure you that exercising extreme caution will help you prevent the spread of COVID-19.
Hi, my name is Julia, and I'm a freshman, and I went to Breakthrough Conference this year, and I was expecting a lot of healing through this through this conference because I needed some things that I had to get healed for. So during conference, I believe it was Tuesday morning, I believe. Tuesday morning, Pastor was speaking and he was talking about how in order to heal others, we have to get healed first. And I was like, wow, because it really convicted me because it wasn't something I was doing. So yeah, I really got convicted from that. And during the altar call, I was seeing everyone getting prayed for. And so surprisingly, Pastor Jairo was like, hey, if you need prayer for past relationships, then come up. And I was like, okay, because I really needed healing from past relationships, and I didn't tell anyone about it except for God. And I was like, wow, it was very surprising. And I went up to the altar call, and leaders were praying for me, and God really touched me, and he touched my heart, and I felt free, and I felt like I could breathe again from my baggage and my chains that I had from me for a few years. And it was kind of funny because I never told anyone. And yeah, so I highly encourage you to seek God in this moment in quarantine. Like, I know it's very scary, but in order to move on, then you have to get healed, and I encourage you to use this time to get close to God. That's it.
We interrupt you yet again for a third time to give you perhaps the most important advice of them all.
That's right, Rebecca. With the national toilet paper crisis we're experiencing, we're going to teach you how to ration your toilet paper.
In the unlikely event that you should see that you're running out of toilet paper, here are a few things that we suggest.
We suggest use the bathroom at your friend's house so that you don't have to use your own.
Use your hands. We have 2 of them.
Use your Louis Vuitton bag.
It's probably from your aunt anyway. Use your pet. You can always wash them after.
Maybe use a deck of cards. There are 52.
52. Or you can just hold it. You won't use TP if you don't have 2P.
And that's all we have for you folks. Stay safe
And stay sanitized.
Can I begin?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Hey. Talk to me now. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Let's get on G. Hey, Minio. Let's go. Yeah. Going in the day. This my only shot. My life could end the day. Yeah, my heart can stop. If I go at the night, I'm going out on time. I give it out, this life ain't all I got. Yo, son, now wait a minute, bruh. I see y'all rocking with your hands high, waiting for that beat to take off.
Proof of my love is blind. It's time to read it. It's time to believe it. It's love. It's love. It's love. It's love. It's love. It's always been love. 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 Love.
Yes, I'm on my way. Ain't no time to waste. Till daddy back in stays. Grandma got her visa. She about to take a plane. Shout out to Alicia. Her son about to take the game. Ain't no worries, ain't no hurry. I buy really fighting for me. No side, no me. That's Lil Holy. I'm on 10 with all my woadies. I've been good, I'm okay. Dodging bull like Olay. This my year, this my day. Oh, dance. I just. I'm on a whole nother level. I'm dodging the devil. They hitting my line and I block. Finally better. They watching novellas, but I need a drama to stop. This that gleam, this that super speed. Just grip on the beat. This that beam, this that 116. You can't touch the team. Pull up on 10 with ease. Know what it meant to be. Money don't grow on trees. Son got the hands on me. Gloria a Dios. Gloria a Dios. Gloria a Dios. Gloria a Dios. Whoa.
Whoa, tu fidelidad. I remember screaming that off the top in the south. Flow it up, Gloria, yeah. Whoa, a night and a day.
Thanks for tuning in, and make sure you start using those coronavirus safety tips. And from all of us leaders here at Relentless, see you on Sunday.